Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Can you all hear me clearly, just to confirm? Okay, thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So thank you everyone for joining our first INHART e-learning session, or let's call it clinic, because we want to help each other how to use platforms for e-learning. So today, inshallah, we will be covering the basic functions of iTA'LEEM to assess you during your classes. So we will start using iTA'LEEM for emergency learning, okay? And I would like to just notify you that I won't be able to check the chat box in a regular basis because I will be presenting my screen. So if you need to ask any questions, please unmute your microphone and then ask me directly. Just interrupt me, okay? At any time, just unmute your microphone and then stop me. And then you can ask me to repeat or maybe slow down if you find anything that you don't understand. So is that okay? Okay. So let's start our session first with recitation of Surah Al-Fatiha. Okay, so I just want to confirm that you all can see the slides first. Yes? Yes, okay. So first I would like to just give a short presentation on some of the guidelines that we might have missed during our, because you know maybe some of you are nervous or just worried about the platform only. So you might forget a few things. Okay, so let's go a little bit on the basic. So I just would like to remind you that you have two types of classes. So you might have gone for the synchronous and we have asynchronous. So you have to be more careful because some students do not have the luxury of internet. So just try to be careful when you want to have a virtual classroom settings. Okay, so this is number one. Number two, you already know that we are starting this week for the dry run. Next week, we do not have any classes. And we will start the official classes on 15th of June. Okay. If you are a bit like confused, which platform that you want to use, so today we are going to just present on iTA'LEEM. And then the next week, we will introduce another platform. I will mention in a moment why, okay? So as much as possible, try to avoid the live sessions. Just as I mentioned, some students are off campus now and we don't really have the internet. They are relying on mobile data. 1 gigabyte per day is not enough for all classes because I have tried, all right? So don't be confused like how many platform that you want to use. And then you document everything, okay? So make sure that you have documents every single session attendance. So it's up to you whether you want to use Google Form, you want to use Excel sheet, or you want to use just a normal log. That's up to you. just make sure that you document all your sessions, because that's very important for the student evaluation later. Okay? And then make sure that you do not use lengthy material. Like for example, you give a very long article to the student and then ask them to just read. Unless you give a very clear instruction, what do you want the student to do? Maybe you want them to give a summary of that particular material, so it should be okay. As long as you give a very clear instruction, all right? And then next one is please read IOM guideline carefully, because we have a very clear guideline. I'm just trying to give you a summary of the important things that you or maybe overlook. Okay, so just follow our training, and then if you have any questions at any time, just let me know. You can just WhatsApp me, or maybe we can screenshot and then share with me, and then we can, inshallah, try to solve the problem together. So far, is it okay? Okay, I won't be able to see the chat, so just you can just reply me if you would like to ask anything, okay? Because the chat is difficult to be seen with different tabs. All right. So should we start now? Everyone is okay?
Boleh, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So we are going to open iTA'LEEM now, and then we are going to start one by one. So just stop me if you have any questions. All right. So first of all, you're going to click on tab and then dashboard. So we will go to your dashboard. Okay. Can you see my dashboard? Just confirm yes or no.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So
Yes.
this is the dashboard. Maybe some of you might ask, okay, why is it different? Actually, you can customize your page. So if you don't want to see all the messy things at the right side, you can just bring them there. So let me just show you. Okay, you see this is your dashboard here. Okay. So if you want to customize your page, you just click on customize your page. I think someone is unmuting their microphone. So can you mute yourself and only unmute when you want to speak? Thank you very much. Okay. So we customize this page. All right. You see that you have all the blocks here. So you can actually return back your blocks if you would like to. All right. You can put the courses. All right. You can put the messages. You can bring back all the materials here. But just, to make it more neat for yourself, you can just bring everything here. All right. So you don't have to make everything blocks at the right side. All right. So I will just stop customizing this page and then go directly to the course. All right. So this is my dashboard. All right. And of course, because I am not teaching, so I don't have courses. So you will find out that my course is quite empty because it's just a dummy course. I got it for training purposes. All right. So I will go to courses. So I have iTA'LEEM sample course here, but for you, you will have your courses arranged one by one. All right. So I will click on my course, which supposedly this one is your course. All right. And you will see your course topics. So in my case, I just name it like welcome course, introduction to halal, and then halal awareness, and then topic 4. So I just made up some names. All right. So in order for you to be able to start editing your course, you must turn the editing on first. All right. So you need to turn the editing on to be able to add on materials. So you just turn the editing on. Okay. Once you are done, you can just turn off the editing so you can view what the students are viewing. All right. So first of all, you see that you have the main important features here, announcement and also iTA'LEEM attendance. So this is for you to create attendance for a certain course, all right? So to create attendance, this is the most important part because you need to log for the students. You need the students to have a log of their attendance. So you can click on this one, all right, iTA'LEEM attendance, all right, and you can add session here. This is the sessions that are available. Okay, again, because I don't have any classes, so you might find out that my course is quite different from yours, but you will have your course on the top here. Okay, so add session. All right. So when is the date of your session? Is it tomorrow? Is it today? So you can put the date here. For example, it's tomorrow. What is the time? Okay, maybe your time of the class is 10 until 11 a.m. All right. So do you want to allow the students to record their attendance? All right. Or you want the attendance to be done, like, for example, you call the students one by one. So this one will depend on you. You want to allow the students to record their attendance, then you can give a password. For example, you want this password to be 123, okay? So you can give the students that particular password during the session, and then they will key in the password. So this is to avoid, like, you know, some students are not actually there. They don't come, but they just record their attendance. So this is quite, you know, the integrity as well. So you have to trust your students, but still, maybe you want to have a password. If not, then you can just leave it as a default. You don't need to allow the students to record their attendance, right? So we want to repeat the session. Is it a continuous one? For example, is it every Monday? Or is it every Wednesday, for example? Is it every week? Okay, so you can set up the setting here. Once you are done, okay, just click on add. All right, so you will find out that your session will be added. All right, so you can check here. One session was successfully generated. So when you go back to the session, you will find your session here. Okay, Thursday, okay, June 4, 2020, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. for all students, because I don't have any students, so you can assign later. Okay, in order for you to export this one or see the report here, you click on report. Okay, so you will see the students that are actually coming to your class. And then to export, okay, your attendance, all right, you can export in Excel format. All right, export in Excel format. So this is the status. If someone is present, someone is not coming, someone is absent, so you can check. If you want a student to be a temporary user, you can give the name and the email to ITD. Because let's say that one student is joining the class only one time, maybe, so you can, we don't actually have this feature because the students are already registered, right? So that's all for the attendance. I think it's straightforward. So everyone is okay with attendance? Should we move to the next one? Everyone is okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we will continue. All right. So we go back to courses now, and let's go for the content, which is actually the main problem for everyone. But before that, you have announcement. So in order for you to create an announcement for one of the courses, okay, so you just click on announcement as well. Okay, I only have one course again, so for you, you might have multiple. So add new topic, all right, and you can create the announcement, whatever announcement that you want to make for the student. So you put the subject here. For example, you want to put topic 1. Then what is the message that you want to deliver to the students? Okay, so I will just put sample because I don't have anything now. And what are the files that you want to give to the students? So in order for you to give the file,
Sorry, Dr. Amal, cannot see your slides.
you cannot see.
I cannot see your slides.
Okay, let me stop sharing and then start sharing again. Okay, how about now, Dr. Hafiz? Okay, can you see now, Dr. Hafiz?
Okay, now can.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so I will repeat this again. Okay, for announcement, you can put the subject. What is the subject? Okay, what is the message that you would like to deliver to the students? Again, you feel free to insert any image or video, okay, or any file, okay. But make sure for videos, you do not insert a video that is very big because the capacity here is only 20 megabyte. Otherwise, you can insert the video from YouTube, and I will show you after this how we insert the video from YouTube. For files, you can easily drag and drop files. So either you drag here, all right, or add file, right? And you usually have the files on your either server. Maybe you put it on your private files, or just upload a file. Choose a file, all right? And then, for example, just choose any document that you would like to share. Then save as what, all right? And then, for example, topic 1. Then upload this file. All right? And would you like to send forum post as well if you would like to? All right? And then when should this announcement be displayed? We want to display it for example, maybe only tomorrow, okay? Until maybe 7th of June, right? So you post to forum. Okay, so if your post is already announced, so you can just go back to your dashboard. So this is for announcement. All right, so we have covered the announcement and we have covered for your attendance. So let's go to your topics. All right. So far, is it okay or am I going very fast? I assume it's okay because no one is asking something, right? All right. So let's go to your courses. Okay, by default, iTA'LEEM is giving you 4 topics. Am I right? But you can still add on based on your need. So this one doesn't matter at all. To add topics, you just need to click on the small button here, add topic. And you can create how many sections do you want for that topic? 4, 5 maybe, and add topics. So you can see that I add here another 9 topics for this course. All right. So adding topics is not an issue. You can keep adding topics as much as you need. All right. Now let's go to topic 1. For example, for topic 1, I have a welcome course, right? And I have the attendance already, right? And I have some materials here. So let's go to this one, and then just to show you how does it look like here, all right? So I have a material here on literature review, for example, all right? And this is an interactive video that I'm going to show you how we do this one, right? So let's just view for a while. Okay.
Now remember, we're coming to the search engine having already done some thinking, right? So we've identified a purpose for our literature review. And for example, if we were doing a literature review on the impact of poverty on HIV treatment outcomes, we've got 3 conceptual buckets, right? We've got poverty, and there's search terms and keywords around poverty that we're interested in. Then there's HIV,
right, so
same thing applies.
Point
and
number
then of course
1.
there's treatment outcomes.
So when the student is clicking here, okay, a pop-out window will appear. So this is, for example, interactive.
So if we take our,
let's go forward.
for this example, I'm just going to stop there. Now we'll move on to our next conceptual bucket, HIV. We want to identify all the papers in PubMed that may have anything to do with HIV. So we type in HIV and we include other search terms that we think.
All right. So it will, there's a question that will pop up for the students while they're watching the video. All right. And for example, true or false, or maybe multiple choice, and then the student need to answer this first, all right? And then check before they can go forward, all right? So it's either you want to show solution or not. I will show you how to do this setting and then
Might be
continue.
important, let's say, for example.
So this is one of the examples that you maybe would like to follow. So let's do one. All right. So let's go to your course again, right? And let's add here. All right. So how do you add an interactive material or any activity? So just click on add an activity or a resource. All right. So you see the window here, you can add many things here. Okay. You can add assignments. You can add attendance from here as well, not from the main page. You can add a chat. All right. You can add a database, external tool. All right. You can add a feedback forum. All right. You can add interactive content, lesson, and questionnaire, quiz, whatever. All right. So let's go to this one because many of you are actually asking how do we do this one. So this is the H5P, all right? This is the interactive tool that iTA'LEEM is adding recently. So you can click on this one and click add. All right. So far, can you see my screen? Just let me know if it is disabled because sometimes Google Meet is having an issue of, sometimes off and on. So can you still see my screen?
Yes, can.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. All right. So we have, if we want to add a new interactive content to the welcome course, for example, then you add a description. What is this about? All right. So maybe this is an introduction about halal, for example. All right. You can add image if you would like to. Just make sure that your image is quite small. All right. So maybe you want to set up the appearance. So maybe you can find an image here anywhere you want. All right. So you can put in the image. All right. And upload this file. Okay, and insert. All right. So this image will appear on your interactive session later on. All right. Now here, this is what you are looking for. What content do you want to add to be an interactive content? All right. So we have many, and I have recorded some on the website already. All right. But let's just go slowly and then show you how we do the interactive video. So you just need to click on interactive video. And it will be slow when it is loading. Just be patient because we have a very huge load on the server. All right, so just give it some time. While it's loading, I will copy a link from YouTube. Okay. All right. So it's already loading. So you have interactive video. What is the title of this video? For example, let's define halal. All right, so let's name it, let's define halal. To add a video, the preferable way is to make sure that you uploaded your video to YouTube or you have a YouTube video. Do not upload your video directly to the server because it will be very heavy for the students and also very heavy for the server. All right. To add a video, right? How do you want to add the video? Okay, again, one more thing, one more trick. You can click on enter full screen, okay? So you can easily see everything, okay? So enter full screen, okay? So it will become white and this save button will disappear. So you can see everything, all right? So just copy and paste your link here and click on insert. So this is your YouTube video here, right? So now you want to add interaction. So you click on step 2. So this is the video, and these are all the tools that you can use, all right? So you can play, okay? For example, you want to add a question here.
You
So you can start here. So this is defining halal. So what do you want to add here? Maybe you want to add an image, you want to add a link, you want to add a single choice set. So let's add a single choice set. Okay. This will bring you to the question. So what is the question that you want to put? What is halal? Okay. So what is halal? Usually the first alternative is the correct one. So what do you want to put? For example, halal is lawful. Okay. What is the alternative? Good. And then if you want to add more, you can add more. Right. You want to add another question here. So this is one. Maybe you can add another question. What is fire, for example? So alternative say is good, maybe. And this one maybe, let's say bad. Done. So once you're done, you want to add a range for your answers. So let's say if the students get 50% of the answers correct, so you can ask them to re-watch. Re-watch, for example, the clip. Okay. And if they get above 50%, okay, let's say this one is 70%, for example. So, well done, for example. All right? And that's it. Once you're done, then you click on done here or here. You have it in two places. So you just click on done. This is adding our question here. Okay. So you just click on this one. Okay. After this, I will show you how does it look like. So proceed to save. All right. So you already proceed to save. You can now view this session. Okay. So how does it look like? You need to stop editing to view your changes after this. All right. So
by the name of the Almighty, you need to take.
All right. So this is your single questions. All right. So let's save and return to course or save and display. All right. So this is the overview of your course, the one you edited just now. Okay, and this is your course. You see the small dot here. All right. This is a single choice set, the one you just added. You click on play. We go to the question here.
What happened? They were doomed.
Okay.
But that was for a purpose. You don't just go and destroy. If a reptile is harming you, you may. By the name of the Almighty,
So students will click here and they will find your questions. So what is halal? For example, halal is lawful. They will answer. If the answer is correct, then they will get the second question. What is tayyib? For example, good. Done. Right? So, well done. This is the message that you wrote just now. So if you want to maybe say something else, like, okay, wow, yay, something like that. So it's up to you. You can put whatever you want. If you feel like the students will be encouraged to say something else, like for example, congratulations, or maybe, yay, you did it, anything, okay? It's up to you, whatever message that you want to deliver. Then the student will continue.
To take his name.
Okay, so this is for the interactive video. So do you have any questions so far before I proceed further?
Yes, Dr. Amal.
Please.
I wanted to know a way to view overall student score for this interactive content. Is there any way?
Sorry, Dr. Anis, I still didn't get it.
Is there any way for the lecturer to view the overall student score?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. you can view everything once you are done, because just now I save and view because I just want to show you that small questions that we add. But if you want to view, you can immediately view your, for example, this is your course just now. I stop editing because I just want to show you the question. But if you want to continue editing first, everything, then you can just view your changes. You don't have to keep viewing all the time. Just finish everything, and then you can view as you are the student. Just what we did now. So it's not necessary that you need to stop editing and then go again and then do the view. I just want to show you. All right. Is it okay, Dr. Anis?
Actually, I mean that what I wanted to know is that, let's say my students, like say 10 of them took this video, and they click the questions and answer them. They say I wanted to know their how many of them get correct answers. Is there any way to do that?
Okay, all right, I understand. Okay, this is actually not in the setting. If you want to know how many of them and or watch the video, you can. But I think there is a setting here that you want to grade this one. If you grade this one, right? So you will know. Like this one, for example. Okay, activity completion. Maybe you can here. So you want to indicate activity completion, students can manually mark, or you want to show the activity completion when the conditions are met. This is the setting of the iTA'LEEM itself, not the video. But if you want to know whether actually the students complete or not, you maybe need to grade the activity. So you need to put add it to the grading, so you can see on your grading list. The thing is that I do not have students, so I cannot view the changes. But if you want to, maybe you can view your iTA'LEEM for us after we are done, and then we can try to find it out. Because so far, I don't know if you can actually find if the students did all the answer correctly or not. Does it answer your question? Yeah, okay.
Understood. Thank you.
Welcome. All right. So this is for interactive video, right? So, all right. So this is for interactive video. All right. So the next is maybe you want to add another picture or another set. Maybe you can try to add quiz, for example, or you want to add write the words, right? So about the quiz, this one will change. Sorry, I need to do another one after this. All right, so go back to course. All right, so you can add another activity to your course, right? Maybe you want to add another type of interactive course, okay? Interactive content. So you can try to check multiple choice, for example, all right? So the title of your session maybe was about halal, okay? So again, what is the question? So let me call it question 1. What are the options available? So maybe you want, for example, this one is A. Is this the answer, the correct answer? If you want the first one to be the correct one, so you just click on correct, okay? Then option 2, maybe B. Third option, maybe C. Okay, so this is question 1. So after you're done, okay, with the first question, here, this is question 1. So you're done. You can add another option if you want. you're done, you add range. Okay. So maybe you can put 73% as we did just now, and you can put the remaining here. So this one, we failed, maybe, but it's less encouraging. And then, congratulations. Okay. Pass, for example. Okay. So the behavior settings here, okay, do you want the students to retry, okay, again, or you don't want them to try? So maybe you just ask them to do it once only. If you want them to try, you can enable the retry button. If not, then you can unclick this one. So it's by default, the students are allowed to retry. But if you don't want to, so you just enable disable the retry button, right? So is this question, we just no need to change this one because just now the question is already in the multiple choice. Now, there is a feature that say, for example, the students, you have maybe 10 students. So the first student will enter this question. They will have the answer as A. But if someone else is viewing the question and they want to answer A, it will not be correct. Why? Because the system will randomize the answers. So the next student who view that particular question will get the answer in a different letter. So you have the benefit of changing the answer so student won't be cheating. So you can randomize the answer. You want to require answer before the solution can be viewed. Of course, because the student must answer first before you show the answer. And automatically check answer. If you want them to check the answers or you want to check the answer, so you can click on this one. Okay. And the pass percentage, you want it 100%, or maybe you want it, for example, 80% or 70%, for example. And show score point. So this is the settings that inside the H5P itself, right? So if you want to have other options, so do you want to display action bar in frame to the students? Copyright button, all right? Great. You have common module settings. This is from the module itself, okay, from the platform. So this should be shown to the student now, all right? Or you want to hide it first and then show it in a particular time. So this is where you can set up the quiz. You want to do it now or you want to save it and do it later. So if you want to save it and do it later, you just hide it from the students. So they won't see it now. You will see it when you make it available, right? And you can give an ID number to this quiz if you want to. So only students with the ID can access. Okay. Is it for group or no group at all? So you can actually make a group mode for the students to join. For example, a group of students will do this one, another group will do another quiz. Okay. Restrict access. Okay. We want to add restriction to this quiz. You can add restriction. Okay. We want to require students to complete or not complete another activity, meaning that students will not be allowed to complete another activity unless they do this one. Date. Okay. You can restrict the date and you can restrict the grade as well. Okay. And you can set up this one. So usually we keep it default, but again, it's up to the lecturer to change the settings based on what they think suitable for the students. All right. Activity completion, again, the same setting that we viewed just now. And then we can save and display. Okay. So this is your question just now. So for example, you have question 1, A, C, B. As I mentioned just now, it will randomize. So it might not appear for me as A, B, C. because you have a writing there. For example, A is halal, C is something else, B is something else. So the other student will view this one as a different order. So for example, if I answer A, I check. So if the student pass, they will get the pass message. If they fail, then they have to retry. If you disable the retry button, so student won't be able to retry. This is if you want it as a quiz, not as an activity. Okay. So far, is it okay? Should we move on?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we can continue. Is it clear for you? I mean, is it easy to do? Easy, right?
Possible.
Okay, possible. All right. So let's create a lesson, okay? Because you can create lesson under your topic. All right. So maybe topic 1, you want to put few lessons, and then topic 2, you want to put few lessons. All right. So let's go to topic 5. Okay, it's a new topic here. So what is the category or the activity that you want to add to this course, to this topic? So you click on activity and you can add lesson here. Okay. All right. So you are adding a new lesson to topic 5. So what is the name of this lesson? Lesson 1. And you can add a description about this lesson. Appearance. Okay. If you prefer that the student can view the progress bar, it's actually nice. Okay. And display menu, if you want yes or no. Okay. And then when is this lesson available? Once you enable this two, okay. So for example, you want this lesson to be available for the student for 1 week. So maybe from 4th of June until maybe 10th, all right? And the students won't be able to see it anymore. This is to encourage the students to manage their time so they can study this particular lesson in 1 week, for example. Don't, restrict them to 1 day because they have other courses as well. So you can force them to study this lesson in 1 day. Okay, so give ample time to the students. Okay. And then what is the flow control? Okay. You want the students to be able to review the lesson or not? Okay. And you want to provide option to try the question again, yes or no. Okay. And the maximum number of attempts. If there is a question, how many attempts the students are able to try, right? And again, grading and other settings. So save and return the course because you want to add another lesson maybe. Okay. So now you can see we have lesson 1. You can add another one until you feel like, okay, that's enough. So this is lesson 1 here. So if you want to edit lesson 1, okay, you want to add something to lesson 1, you can go back again and then add the material that you want to include in lesson 1. So let's say that you need to insert media here. Okay. So find or upload sound, video, or anything that you want. Okay. If you have the material already in the recent files, for example, you just finished, I don't have anything. Or you have recently uploaded the material on your private files. By the way, do you know that you actually can store your files on the private files or not? Do you all know about this feature? Because if not, I will show you after this. Do you know that we have private files? Yes?
Again, can you repeat that
do you
again?
know that we have private files for yourself inside the module? Okay.
No.
I will show you. Yeah, I will show you that because it will make your task easier if you have your files available. Okay, so let me show you after this. All right. So let's say that, for example, you want to upload a file to this particular lesson. So maybe you can put a PDF here, okay? And you can upload this material to this, or this PDF cannot be accepted. Okay. Now this is a video because I click on video just now, so I need to add a video or a photo. So let's just put this one as a photo here, okay, and upload this file. All right. Again. Okay, I put, okay. I didn't click an image just now, so I couldn't put the image. Right. So this is an image, for example, and then you upload this file for your lesson and insert. Okay. If you want to add a document, okay, a file, you click again, okay, and then you can, you don't have any file here, so refresh the list. Okay, I don't have any, so let me show you after this how do we bring the files to the from the private to your course. Okay, but is it clear about the lesson? Because it will follow the same picture that you did for the course itself. Okay, one more thing, if you want to make your life easier, you can insert a link instead of bringing the file from the editing. So, for example, okay, we go to topic 5 here, and then we add another lesson. Okay, I'm not sure why is it disabled here, but I will ask later for ITD. If you have the link, you can just input your link here, so you do not have to upload the material, because the uploading the material will be large for the server. But for the video, okay, the module media will be stored in your private files, so you just bring it here. So let me show you how you bring from the private file. Okay, so far, is it clear about the lesson, how to create a lesson under one topic? Is it okay? All right.
Okay.
So let me show you about the private files, because it's actually very good for you to store your material there, and then whenever you need it, you just bring it back. Okay. So here under your name, okay, you find this. Can you see that one? Is it clear? Private file. Okay. So this is private files. I don't have any yet. So in order for you to have this one, okay, for maximum files, you have overall limit of 100 megabytes. So meaning, say for example, this week you have 5 classes. Each class you are allowed for 20 megabytes, correct? So you can add 5 materials. This is up to you if you want to reach 20 megabytes for one class. So I might show you one trick later on to make your video very small, but you are allowed for 20 megabytes. So try to make your media very small. All right. So you can just drag and drop. So I will just bring some files, for example. Okay, so I will just drag some materials, and then I will drop my materials here. Is it clear? Can you see the materials that I'm dropping here? Okay, so you can drag any materials that you want, as long as you do not exceed 100 megabytes. Okay, or you can download your files later on if you want to bring them somewhere else. Meaning that, say for example, iTA'LEEM is down, and you want to bring your material to put it somewhere else, so you can just download your material. you can also create a folder. So for example, you want topic 1, okay, to be separated. So all this material, for example, okay, topic 1, okay, and you want to add material to only topic 1. There. So this is only to topic 1. Again, you can do the same. Maybe you want to add file separately. Okay. So you have maybe YouTube link. Okay. And you can copy the link here and download.
Cannot see your slide. Sorry.
Okay. Let me disable again. All right. So I will stop sharing first. Okay. And here. Is it clear now, Dr. Hafiz?
Okay, now can see. Thank you.
All right, welcome. All right. So you can create as many folders as you want inside in order for you to arrange your materials. So whenever you need, you can just bring it from the private files. So you can, after you're done, you just need to click on Save Changes. So now you have private files. So one more thing, okay, you have the what I want to show you just now. Okay. All right. So this is our course now. So we have, for example, here I did some of the materials. All right. For example, drag and drop image and such. So you will find all of these materials on our new Halal INHART website. Okay. So the Google site is ready. I will just bring all the links to our platform. So whenever you need to view material, you don't need to go to CPD and then go to IAM. You will just find everything in one resources. So let me just show you, okay, our INHART e-learning. So start presenting. All right. So this is our own platform. I requested last week that if you've done any online training or anything, we will put it under our own INHART e-learning platform. So under resources here, okay, you will find all our recordings, okay, our sessions, and also anything related to your e-learning facility. Okay, and you have training here. Okay, so if you've done any online training, like for example, you were invited for a talk or webinar, so please just pass me the details, and I will put all the guidelines, okay, from IAM or from us directly here. And if there is any form, for example, to help you, like for example, attendance form or anything related to quizzes maybe, okay, so you will find it under resources. So under resources, we can download many things. I will add forms, attendance forms. I will add ready quizzes to help you. You just need to copy and paste your material inside, so you don't need to think how to create the form. Just copy and paste your material inside, so it will be easier for you. And we will put an introduction about our e-learning. So I just need to mention one thing to everyone, because you might have experienced in the last few days that iTA'LEEM is down. And when you want to open it, it has a bad gateway all of a sudden, and sometimes it's not available. So this is actually expected because the load is very huge. We have more than 500 lecturers at one time. We have more than 1,000 students accessing at one time. So we expect that to happen. So what I'm thinking right now, I've discussed with Dr. Yumi as well. So inshallah by next week, okay, we will have another session on Google Classroom. So in case the iTA'LEEM is down, okay, I will show you how to download all your materials from iTA'LEEM, and then you need to upload it to your Google Classroom. So luckily, okay, UIA is giving us unlimited storage on the Google Drive. So you can upload as many as you want. Okay, you don't have to worry about the storage. Different from iTA'LEEM, you are limited to 20 megabyte only. But when it's coming to Google Classroom, you can put whatever you want. So at least you have a backup in case something happened to iTA'LEEM, so you can retrieve your class information after that. All right. So I think I will stop my presentation now, and then I will give you a chance to ask something. Maybe you want to show your screen to ask something. So please feel free to ask. Okay, thank you very much. So anyone would like to ask anything? Like how to do this, how to do that? Let's just have like 15 minutes question and answers.
Dr. Amal?
Yes, Dr. Beta.
Thank you so much, Jazakallah khair for everything. It's just that I had a problem in the beginning, on and off the laptop. If you don't mind to just give a little خلاصة يعني من البداية هكذا ثم هكذا ثم هكذا ثم هكذا ممكن في دقيقة دقيقتين شكرا.
Yeah. Okay, Dr. Beta. Okay, all right. So let's just view again. Okay, iTA'LEEM. Okay. So again, just make sure that your editing is on. So how
Yes,
to
yes.
from here?
Beginning, is it from the beginning we try to
This one.
log into the iTA'LEEM?
Yes, because I am logged in already. You want to log out. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it, Dr. Beta.
أيوة عفوا sorry.
Okay, so now you see, even to log out, it will take time because iTA'LEEM is a bit slow these days. Alright, so while we are waiting for this one, do you have any thing that you want to clarify? Again, I would like to remind everyone, keep log of your sessions because it's very important to keep a log, right? Okay, I probably. So I think we were lucky for an hour, and iTA'LEEM was quite okay, and now it's getting slower.
Or maybe it can be just from our class. I know that we can see the recording, Dr. Amal, but is it any possibility to have like number 1, number 2, number 3, like very easy step?
Yes, Dr. Beta.
In for example.
Again? What?
No, written, for example.
YouTube. Oh, you want me to open YouTube?
Oh. Yeah, we actually had that as well, right?
Yes,
Sure,
but
sure.
it's okay. I will try to show, but I'm waiting for it to load again because it's not opening. I don't know
Yeah.
what is the issue. Yeah.
At the meanwhile, maybe others
Yes.
have any question, please do.
Anyone else has a question while we are loading the website? Is there anything that you would like to ask? Maybe you want to clarify something?
So Dr. Amal, I have a question.
Yes, Dr. Hafiz.
So basically, as you know, that at INHART we have a few lecturers for single courses, for single course.
Yes.
So in terms of the arrangement of the content, so how you can comment on that? Thank you.
Okay. So if you have only one course, Dr. Hafiz, and I think at INHART we have one course with maybe 3 lecturers. Is that what you mean, Dr. Hafiz?
Yes.
Yes. Actually, what you can do, because someone also asked the same questions in the training with TPD last time. So what you can do, you can invite someone. For example, you are teaching with Dr. Shirwan and also with Dr. Anis. So you can invite them to that particular course and all of you can edit together. But you just need to make sure that you are not editing at the same time. So you need to communicate with each other. So for example, you are editing today at 5 p.m. And then you just need to inform the teacher one, okay, do not edit the course at 5. I will finish by 7 p.m. So the teacher one can enter the same course and then edit for his own topic. So do not create the same course several times because it's, we still have the same students, right? So you don't need to copy the same course, but instead you just make it co-occurrence. So you edit first, then the other lecturer who is joining the class with you can also edit after you. Does that answer your question, Mr. Hafiz?
Thank you very much, Dr. Amal. But in my case, for example, my course is on research methodology.
Yes.
So my students and Dr. Anis student is different. So
Okay.
can we create different course?
Yes, if you want to create a different course and it's not in your system, then you need to ask iTA'LEEM manager, coordinator, Dr. Mira. Then she will create a course for you because we cannot create the course by ourselves. We can create the topics, but we cannot create the course. So the course must be assigned to you first, and then you can create the topics. So you can have the course by yourself, and also Dr. Anis has the course. But maybe you can name it, say for example, you can ask Dr. Mira, I would like my course to be, for example, Research Methodology Part 1. And then Dr. Anis can have Part 2. So it will not be, duplicated in the system. But you can do that, Dr. Hafiz. Does that answer your question, Dr. Hafiz?
Okay, thank you, Dr.
Okay,
Amal.
okay. So you can see that iTA'LEEM is not loading. Does anyone able to load iTA'LEEM at this particular moment? Can you try?
Cannot lewat.
Cannot, right?
Cannot log out.
No, I cannot load at all. The iTA'LEEM page.
Yeah, it's loading.
Yes. So I'm not sure what happened because this morning we have a bad gateway as well. So I think it's happening again. And this is the problem what I was discussing with Dr. Yumi, that we need a backup. All right. So that's why we maybe have our backup on Google Classroom, inshallah, by next week. So we can, just in case, anticipate that if something happens. Or if you feel like it's enough for you to have a YouTube channel, then just do that. Does any of you already created YouTube channel? Not yet?
Yes, done.
Yes. So you just upload your materials. So let me show you while we are waiting for iTA'LEEM. Okay. So for example, let me just open my YouTube and then show you something. Just make sure that if you want to do that, you do it in like 48 hours before, because YouTube gives you the privilege to do that, and they will activate your account after 24 hours. Okay, so give enough time for YouTube to approve your channel if you want to go live. Okay, so for example, I uploaded our materials here. All right, so if you want to go live here, you need YouTube approval, but you will not get it in 1 hour. You will get it in 24 hours. So just do it in advance. So if you are afraid that Google Meet is not really good enough for you, or you don't like iTA'LEEM, it's good enough to have the YouTube streaming. Just make sure you have attendance. That's all. So don't worry about many platform and many interactive things, because actually YouTube also gives you the privilege to do interactive content. Okay, so I think I will cover these two topics inshallah by next week. We will cover Google Classroom and also YouTube interactive videos. Okay, so as you can see again, iTA'LEEM is not working. Can anyone try to open iTA'LEEM right now? Can someone try?
Yes, but just keep on loading.
Yeah, it's not working. It's not working. So I think we can stop now since it's not working. And then if you have any clarification, please ask.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jazakumullah khair.
So anything, Dr. Shibra, Prof. Ilwate, do you have any question?
Thank you, thank you. If some question I sent to your WhatsApp.
Okay, I will try to answer one by one, inshallah. Okay.
Inshallah.
And I will share the recording with everyone. So you can just feel free to ask if you have any problem, or maybe you want me to do a remote session with you. So meaning that I can open my laptop and you can open your laptop at your place, and I can assist you. Okay?
Yes, please.
Yes, I can assist you to create your topic one by one. Okay, so do not feel like, oh, okay, this is too much for me, and you are afraid to have face-to-face interaction, because we all know, all right? So let's just be, use the technology, right? And then try. So through Google Meet, I can do interactive session with you, and I can do a remote control. So I will control your iTA'LEEM.
Okay, brilliant.
Okay, so I can do that for you. Don't worry. Just let me know what is the problem, and then I will set up the time, and then access your laptop, and then do it together with you at the same time. So you will know how we are doing it. So don't worry. Okay, we can do a remote session. Just we will just set up the time. All right.
Thank you, Amal.
Okay, welcome, Dr. Shibra. So if we don't have any more questions and iTA'LEEM is really hating us, alhamdulillah, it works for 1 hour, and then now it's stopping. So I will need to contact ITD after this to check what is the issue. So please make sure that you sign or log your attendance. I think Dr. Anis has shared the link in our chat room. Okay, this is just for record and again for the quality control. Okay, so they will not, ask, okay, you did training, but you don't have any log. Again, I will share the forms, the quizzes, okay? and any other materials on our resource pages. Okay, so just make sure that you check there. And if you still have a problem, then just let me know. Okay, and we will do the remote session as I mentioned to you. Right? Okay. Can you share the link again? Okay, Dr. Haruna. So this is the link for attendance. In case that you didn't log in yet, please do so. Right? And inshallah, just try to check our website page by tomorrow, inshallah. You will find the resources already there. And if you do have anything that you would like to learn, for example, how to edit your video, how to record, okay, maybe you have a problem in editing, so I will try to guide you for the free software that is available, right? So just ask me, okay? Do not feel like we are one family here, so we need to help each other. Otherwise, the one who is going to be the victim is students, and they are our customers, okay? All right, so thank you very much for joining today. I hope that you have benefited from today's session, even though iTA'LEEM is starting to have a proxy error right now. You can see, right? So this is the same problem that happened this morning. We have an error, and I think it's, okay. So this is iTA'LEEM right now. Okay, so thank you very much for joining today. If we don't have any more questions, so let's end our session with Tasbih Kafara and Surah Al-Asr. Okay, thank you very much, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Assalam.
Thank you, Amal.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Dr. Amal.
You're welcome. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Amal. Thank you.
You're welcome. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Thank you, Amal.
Thank
Bye.
you. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.